oh, I got sort of bet off to the streets, and maybe all of a sudden I get a little bit annoyed that the situation just comes up.
Right. I don't think anyone's on tilt yet, and certainly no one's been stacked. So I think everybody's just kind of playing their ABC game. Oh, here we got some fireworks coming. Jacks versus aces, same suits too, so aces really have those jacks dominated. There's no chance for a flush.
And it's Vittorio, so get your popcorn ready.
Let's see, we make it about 85, 90. 75, just 3 times the bet. Looks like everyone else is going to fold out. Well, Doc's got a hand. He's got king-queen suited, but with a 3-bet in front of him, I don't know. This to me is either a 4-bet or a fold.
Especially with his stack, too.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see a stack. Yeah.
Down to 560. It's just.
Yeah.
I could see him calling just because he could just feel like, okay, I can just a stop and go if I feel like but it's just
it looks
the worst
pretty.
kind of position to be in with that hand.
That hand looks so pretty. Knowing, having played that hand many times, king-queen suited is a tough hand to fold. He doesn't look like he's going to fold.
Always run into something with it.
Yeah. I think he's going to call here. Although, I prefer a fold or a 4-bet. He's trying to get a look over there at John to see what he's going to do. Yeah, he just smooth called. Wonder if John's going to just call here or if he's going to 4-bet. In that situation with a call behind a 3-bet, I'm not sure what I do there. It's tough to say.
Look at the stack size. If he decides to make it, he's essentially committing himself to a hand that he's with Doc with just under 500, Vittorio at around the 1,000 mark. That there's no really comfortable, great 4th bet that you can put in that doesn't make you go, oh crap, if you see opponent come over the top.
I like that call there. I think that's probably the best way to go.
Whoop.
Oh, yes, we got a flop. Doc can't go anywhere with his second nut flush draw, 2 overs. John's got 2. He's got an overpair, and Vittorio's got the overpair. So everyone got a little bit of something.
Gonna check here to the razor. Vittorio, pot of 230. Here comes the bet.
Bet about half the pot. Just a call. I'm surprised. Thought he might move all in there.
And this is kind of that push-pull factor here that
John's
he doesn't necessarily want to drive his opponent out there if he feels like he can build the pot up a little bit more.
John's going to see where he's at. He wants to know if the overpair is out there or not. I can't imagine that Vittorio's afraid of any hand that has him beat right now. Pocket 9s, pocket 5s, pocket 3s, unlikely. I think the worst that he could be facing is 2 overs with a flush draw. And he's got the aces, so I don't think he's afraid of any hand right now. I think he's probably going to push all in. That's what I would do.
Yeah, and he's probably thinking that he's up against another kind of overpair. So unless he really fears like, okay, my opponent raised with 9s or 5s. Or
yeah, probably unlikely. Yeah, he's all in. That's the only way to go there.
Here we go.
The bet's already 350, and he only had a K behind. Yep, there's the call. He's only got 490. That's an easy call with a short stack Doc. John will be interesting to see what he does here. I think he's got to know he's beat. I mean, I don't know how Vittorio plays that line and doesn't have queens, kings, or aces here. Of course, I can see the cards. That's always easy to say.
Well, it's also going to be, 765 more.
What's his pot odds here? 3-1?
Yeah, I mean, if it's significantly more, I think it becomes a lot easier fold. But the fact that he's the 3rd player coming into this, like, that's how much stronger his hand has to be to enter the pot. And, like, his best case scenario is that, like, Vittorio has a hand that, like, Doc has, that it's 2 overs and a spade draw. And even then, is that something you want to commit? But, I mean, you've already got so much committed here in the middle at this point that...
Well, it seems unlikely that everyone's on a spade draw. So either Doc or Vittorio, one of them has to have a better pair than the jacks. I mean, you can't be going... Unlikely that he's going against 2 draws. That's
got to lay it down. Nice lay down, John.
He thought that out, and he recognized what was going on here.
All right, here we go. Heads up, all in. Vittorio with aces.
Yep.
And,
There it
a
is,
set of
set.
aces, though. And a deuce on the end.
Every once in a while, you get there and you look like a genius. A light game as far as big hands.
Overtime freedom, will TCH allow out-of-state players? Well, of course, yes, we will, but with open arms. So if you do want to get on the list for future games, phone number 512-956-7195. The tough part is trying to figure out if we can set up a list for future games when, I've heard many people say, like, hey, I want to come in July X or so, and it's just like I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I have to petition to be like, that should be my official job is game organizer for future. I don't know. But I want to be able to accommodate people that if they're like, if you're making a trip from California or something. Or
did somebody just fold ace-queen off? Somebody just folded ace-queen off. I saw it flash. Somebody just folded ace-queen off. Wow.
I think we got a 3-bet by Bond.
Yeah. It's got to be tough for people coming from out of state to come play because they don't know if it's even going to be running because, you know it's going to happen 2 or 3 weeks from now. It's not as if you can get on a plane and fly the next day. So, yeah, it is difficult. But
unless you're Carol Baskin's ex-husband. Yeah. All right. So bottom pair here for Vittorio. Bond with the overpair.
Oh, boy. Little Netflix humor there.
Yes, you got Bond here with the overpair.
Not much there for Vittorio, but I bet he's going to continue one time, especially for $40. Is he thinking some raise here? No, he's just going to call.
Yeah, backdoor club out.
Give me a club. Give me a club here. Give me the 10 of clubs.
Like 5 of clubs. No.
Oh, that's a terrible card. That's going to kill all the action.
But Bond could check back and could see another. Could see a river card.
Let's see what kind of player Bond is. Is he the kind of player that's going to fire another value bet here, or is he going to be the kind of player that says, you know what, I'm gonna take the foot off the gas? He's betting. He doesn't care about that king. He's gonna bet. I like it. Yeah. I like it. You can't be scared of every overcard that comes out there when you have a nice pair like that.
Yeah, I think especially with the way the action's gone, where like there's so many paired hands that he can look and go 7x, 9x.
A little surprised that we got a call there from Vittorio. Oh, he cut the river.
Hey.
Finally, we got some fireworks out. I can guarantee you that's not the card that Bond was afraid of. So we'll see what Vittorio's going to slow play it. I thought maybe he'd lead out. Bond might be able to sniff this. I think he's going to sniff this. I think he's going to check. I don't think he's going to bet this.
Can you really think he's got a 4 though, with the fact that he raced 30, he got 3 bet small, like he's going for it. Here we go.
He put them all in. What's with the face? Vittorio gave the aw shucks. I guess I have to call face.
Thought for someone he might have been beat, but no, Vittorio the Victor.
I don't think he's played poorly at all. Sometimes the cards just aren't in your favor, and no matter how well you play, you just don't win. And I think that's kind of been his issue tonight. I can't think of any hand where he just blatantly was playing poorly, in my humble opinion. So, I don't think he has anything to be ashamed of. Yeah, you can tell Marty's up quite a bit. He's been going on about 3 hours of massage at this point.
Great way to relax for $1.50 a minute.
That's pretty cheap. You're not going to find it anywhere else in town.
Yeah, make sure to tip after the fact.
Yeah.
To show your support here for our staff members.
Absolutely.
Your massage therapist.
Nothing worse in life than bad tippers. Here we go. We got a 3-bet. Got some big hands here. Ace-3 suited, pocket threes, king-queen, ace-king. I like the bet size there. I think John did a nice job there. Yeah, Vittorio's not going anywhere with king-queen off. Big Daddy have good pot odds to make this call.
I just want to say, sir,
he's going to do it. I think Doc's probably going to get rid of his hand. Yep, Doc's gone. He's been playing pretty solid on that. I think he calls $100, $120 raise with ace-3 suited. Let's see what comes down. What would be a great flop here? Maybe ace-king, ace-queen, maybe ace-queen 3. All right, those are all low cards. I think that's enough for John to continuation bet. And I think that's probably a low enough flop for Big Daddy Chaz to call, especially if Vittorio folds. I wouldn't be surprised to see John continuation. Oh, he's going to check. Interesting. 3 bets pre-flop and a check, which pretty much tells everybody at the table he's got ace king or ace queen. If I'm Big Daddy, I'm gonna take a shot at this. No, he's gonna let it go.
Yeah,
there the
there's
queen hit.
ball on the turn.
Yeah. And now John is definitely. He probably could have gotten rid of Vittorio on the flop. Now he's gonna bet. I'm not sure. I think he should have bet the flop, not the turn. The queen definitely is in both these guys' range. Yeah, Vittorio's going nowhere. Big Daddy makes an easy fold, so unless an ace or a king comes on the river, I don't think.
Oh, my
that's
goodness.
the worst card in the world for John. John thinks he got top pair, and he just got rivered into 2 pair for his opponent. Obvious raising situation here for Vittorio, just a matter of how much. Is he going to move all in here?
I could see him pushing. I could see
I
him
think
just
he
making
is.
1,000. I could see him just
Yeah.
flat calling on the end.
Knowing
I
his
very
style,
low percentage chance of that happening.
I think he's going to go all in now. Whether John calls it or not is the question. That'll be a tough decision for him.
He's grabbing a single stack, so I think that means the all-in shove's
Yep,
coming.
I think so. I think that's the move. With his reputation and his style of play, I think you've got to move all in here, and you have a strong hand, get paid on it. Yeah, there he is, all in. That's a good bet.
Wink, wink, Vittorio. That might be a tell. You grab that one single stack.
All right, Mike, what do we think John's going to do here? Is he going to be able to make this tough fold?
I bet he's going to take his hat off at least once, think this through, agonize, talk out loud.
Well, what hand can he put Vittorio on? Besides a stone cold bluff, what is he doing here moving all in?
You could put him on the same hand that he has. Maybe
Okay.
think he has ace-king. He could maybe say that he has like a hand like king-jack of diamonds. And
Yeah. Is he going to do that
it's
with a
just-
king-jack, though? Is he going to move all in
yeah,
on the river?
that's the thing. Is so I
Yeah.
don't think it's necessarily in his MO to just jam the river with one pair and an okay kicker. Like it just he's either missed a diamond draw, which is or the most logical hand is the one that he has.
Yeah.
That could think that maybe he's 2 paired up, say like
Yep.
kings and 4s. Even then, though, kings and 4s, he's gonna.
He called it.
He called him.
Yeah, he called it. I think he just had to. He put him on a hand that he could beat just because he wanted to call. I do that all the time. You have a hand that you want to call with, and you decide, you know what, he's got ace queen here, he's got queen jack that he's turned into a bluff or something like that, and we all do that. I do it more than most, but it's so easy to put somebody in a hand that you can beat, and then you say, oh well, I just had a bad beat, or and it's not a bad read. He had the right read. He just wanted to put him on a hand that he could call. I've done that so many times.